Hey everybody, IronObie, and I'm back here again with something a little different this time, shying away from maybe trying, the Destiny stuff where we're doing a little bit of a, waiting for Curse of Osiris, and personally, sorry, I'm out of breath, whew! Personally, I've been enjoying Total War Warhammer and just Total War games a lot ever since I kind of got introduced to the franchise for Total War Shogun 2. And I've loved Warhammer, I've loved the Warhammer, license, I've done the models and stuff. And if you don't know, it's Mortal Empires is a big mode that basically combined the first two games of Total War Warhammer 1 and 2. Yes, I've run up those flights of stairs. But in any case, since they put it in a mega campaign that all races can fight with each other, there's been some balancing issues with CA on some part where they're like, oh, some of the updates from Warhammer 1 to make some of the old lords cool haven't been implemented. A lot of people are like, oh, some of these factions are unplayable or just like completely undoable. So I want to put that theory to the test, and I personally love Bretonnia. Something about them kind of being like a second empire almost compared to Karl Franz here. It's just something I've always enjoyed about them, and I like maybe the Grail Knights kind of fighting against like ogres and stuff is always kind of interesting. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through an entire Mortal Empires Bretonnia campaign. This is pre Foundation update for Warhammer. From Warhammer 1 going over to the Mortal Empires of Warhammer 2, so keep that in mind. But without further ado, let's go ahead and break down Luen Leonka's stats right here. He starts with all knightly vows unlocked, which is kind of useful. He is kind of the king of Bretonnia. Plus 10 campaign range to all characters, and a 25% leadership aura when attacking. He also has the plus 10 chivalry initially, as well as the Blessing of the Lady passive, which just gives you, or specifically Luen, a plus 20% physical resistance, which is just something nice to top off. So let's go ahead and start off with our Bretonnia Mortal Empires campaign with King Luen Leonka. Got some trouble with some of these French names. Got my coffee. I'm ready to go. Vampires, Greenskin, and Beastmen all are to run from the field when King Luen Leonka, the Lionhearted, charges into the fray atop his noble hippogriff Biaki. For their doom is surely at hand. Wearing the blessed crown of Bretonnia and wielding the legendary sword of Caron, forged from exquisite Bretonnian silverine, the recently crowned King Luen comes to smite evil from his lands with the eternal blessing of the Lady of the Lake. Whoo! I'm a little bummed because all legendary lords in the game have legendary artifacts or legendary equipment they can get through quests, but all the Bretonnians only have all their legendary lords only have one item, which kind of sucks. I kind of wish Luen's Crown of Bretonnia was also a quest item, just to kind of maybe give him a little more, give their lords a little more equipment, because I feel like they're like one of the only legendary lords in the game that only have the one, they have one thing they get it and they're done. So maybe in the future or something, Luen could be a little bit stronger. I don't know, just saying. But we'll have to see. But definitely a heavy equestrian-based mount society. So as you can see here, we're gonna have a lot of knights on horseback. We're also gonna have a lot of horses and Pegasi flying in the air. However, I have added some mods to give Bretonnia a little bit of a feel, because this isn't like a, I'm going to try hard to win the Mortal Empires campaign, but it's by no means like I'm like, oh, I'm only doing vanilla this, vanilla that. I'm going to have some fun. So I'm using Davik's Bretonnian unit mod, I believe it is, and it adds like 15 to 12 units into the game from varying, utilities to different types of knights. So I'll show you those in a minute.
Greetings to you, benevolent Royak. Blessed is your rule over Bretonnia. Yet darkness spreads from abroad and threatens your kingdom. The threat is real. It must be faced. To the east, the greedy merchant princes of Marienburg conspire to consolidate their riches. Observe that much wealth flows into Marienburg, but very little emerges. Further south, in the Grey Mountains, greenskins and dwarfs vie for control of the peaks. Whoever wins may yet cause trouble for you, my lord. Beyond, the wood elves in their mysterious forest protect their homes. Whilst at the coast, The Duke of Bordello is as unpredictable as the roiling sea, and as secretive as the watery depths. Elsewhere, the unliving lords of Musilon wage war against mortal men. The bickering dukedoms ignore the looming threat, and so it falls to you to act, my liege. Only a united Bretonnia can face these growing perils. Raise your banner, King Leoncoeur, and drive this evil from the world in the Lady's blessed name.
All right. Bretonnia, chivalry is won and lost through honorable or dishonorable acts, benefits confer such as leadership bonuses, calling upon a unique lord, and lord recruitment ranks, as well as untainted in certain provinces and recruitment buffs. Green Knight, called upon. After certain intervals, I get a use of the Green Knight. He's a powerful fighter, so I get to put him into an army. Then peasants, which means I can't go over this limit here, or I start to lose income, which is something I need to keep track of.
My lord, the Dukes of Bretonnia have resided under a chivalrous code for many years. Honor this tradition, build upon the great foundations of Gilles le Breton, and lead the knightly orders forward to glory.
Will do, old mysterious man with probably nothing but good intentions. Okay, so we got King Luen. Let me go over some of these mods real quick, or this mod, I guess. What do I have here? So, what some of these mods? So they just kind of almost give Bretonnia more of a, not really an empire feel, but it gives them more of a militarized feel, I think is the best way to say it. So, what you have here is, specifically in this, we've gained a new uh-oh, I think I disabled them. Whoops, okay. Screen edit. I'm gonna be right back. Okay, everybody, I'm back. What it was, the mod needed an update, so it just didn't initially do it. So, okay. Going over what we have, what I've been introduced into the game are foot squires with sword and shields. A lot of units of foot squires in specifically the barracks tree, such as foot squires with pole arms, your traditional foot squires with great swords, and then your foot squires with longbows. So just something to kind of make it, a little more militarized feel to some of the characters. And then for the horses, we have now, I believe it's not till one of the new ones? Yeah, up here. It's definitely getting Knights of Arden is definitely a new class. So that's a new armor-piercing anti-large. These are armored and shielded, unlike the Greatsword Cavalry of the regular questing knights, because they don't have shields. I thought there was one more knights. No, here they are. Okay, and then we have three new types of trebuchets. We have Pot Carcass and Fire Rock. So these are just explosive, armor-piercing, and poison. And at the top, we have a Wildfire Trebuchet, which I'm assuming is like explosive damage. And at the bottom here, for the second Grail Chapel, we have the Guardians of the Realm, which are basically like Grail Guardians, but not Living Saints. They're armored and shielded, but they don't have the Living Saints bonus. And I think they might have a little bit less power in some areas. Yeah, you can definitely see as the other Grail Knights. And then for our final weird things, we have Truffle Hounds for the final landed estate of a farm. And then for having a tap room and a tavern, we get Brigands and some Haramalts. Hope that's being said. I'm saying that right. That gives you just, some sneak attack stuff, some stalking units. Kind of just make Bretonnia a little more interesting, at least until the new, the Foundation update comes in to give Bretonnia those regions of renown, which I have played as. It just, I'm just wondering if, the changes were so necessary for these legendary lords, the old world legendary lords, like King Luen and Karl Franz, to really be hardcore competitive with the other new guys. So I just want to try that out, do Mortal Empires, love me some Bretonnia. I kind of want you to block that guy. Can you stop him from moving? Fingers crossed. Come on. 50, 50, 50, 50. No whammy. Ah, damn. That would have helped, because I could have dipped back in here and gotten some more units. But I could go ahead. You'll become an issue. Let me see if I can make some agreements real quick.
Welcome, friends. Let's hope we can come to an accommodation.
Maybe a trade agreement? Maybe military access?
so.
Hey, Artois.
Welcome to
Artois.
Now is the time to unite.
Let's not fight. Okay, never mind. Let's fight.
No evil
Torture zone.
still, Silvaron.
Fey Enchantress?
Let them speak naturally.
Yeah, okay. Now, I initially want to get rid, I feel, of Marienburg, because they kind of, I leave them alone, they kind of become a thorn in my side. They'll come over here, they'll steal some of Bretonia's land and take it away, and I'll have to refight them again anyway. So rather than just having to constantly fight them on two fronts, I'd rather almost just get them out of the game immediately while I'm waiting to get some of my updates for some of my classes and some of my researching. Rather than just kind of like, oh yeah, you're fine, you know, you go back, do what you want to do. So, I'm going to go ahead,
I am the blood of Gilles.
fight you, Emil von Corden. Because I have some very strong units. So he runs,
I take my leave.
and this greenskin threat needs to be taken care of. I'm going to go ahead and auto-resolve this, because I need all of them to be dead. I can't let anybody escape. I'm going to do some unit replenishment. Boom.
Making my way.
He already got Blessing of the Lady? Jeez, he's in one engagement. Alright,
By
go
the
you
light
get him,
of the
Luen.
lady.
Let's go ahead and do Blade Master.
King Luen Leoncoeur.
Now, my next mission should probably be to get rid of the orcs, because what ends up happening is that Bretonnia ends up having this kind of heavy penalty to public order, that if you do not raise an orc settlement, you essentially have to deal with 20 turns of just constant rebellions. Which, if you get the right stuff, can be good. If you go ahead and do the greenskin thing that gives you benefits from killing and defeating greenskins in battle, it's not too bad. But, Northland declared war against Marienburg. Northland likes to move in, usually, to try and fight out Marienburg. But I kind of don't want to do this with this playthrough, and eventually move on to Musalan, and maybe focus more of my efforts towards fighting Marienburg, so they don't eventually come in later in the game. And then if I can take Gorcel, which is the second province of Marienburg, believably, excuse me, ooh, yep, there's that greenskin incursion, 20 turns, get a negative 20 control for 20 turns. I can use Gorcel, which is here, as kind of an attack to fight out against some of these Norskin tribes and just kind of stop them from maybe coming over and deciding to attack me.
Champion of the ladies.
So let's go ahead,
I have seen your heart.
see if she can steal some tech. Would help a little bit, maybe. Oh, wow. She's dead. Or wounded. Okay, she's just out of the picture for a little bit. Okay.
For the lady.
Alright, King Luen.
Cleanse our land.
What's this leadership? Let's give it... I feel like I need to keep some of these fighting men around. Let's go ahead and fight this one. Okay, so here we are. It's gonna be a bloody battle, I feel. Let's try and get as much of the hill as we can. Get that on the defense. Okay, King Luen, Nunca. Yeah, you wait, Spearman. Okay. And 2 archers isn't great. Let's go ahead, bring some Knights of the Realm over here. Now, I could do well. I mean, I'm not the greatest Total War player, but I enjoy the game mechanics quite a lot. And I love Empire-ish type games. Not like Civ. I just love this battle system where you like individually control the troops. I think it's just so awesome. I just really enjoy this game. So we're gonna see if I can not try to loot, but don't expect, you know, Party Elite levels of play or Hair of Carthage levels of play. I'm not, you know, that good. But I will try my best for you, audience. Oh, let's get some of these juicy, nice units. Actually, I like to kind of aim for these in the middle, just because those shots will kind of spread. Oh my god, that was... see, some of those went kind of low. Come on, fire again, fire again. We've got some Wolf Rider units peeling off to the left, so my Knights of the Realm can counter that. And they've got some Goblobbers, Doom Diver catapults. Gonna just keep... Who's getting shot at? Oh, you are? Ooh, okay, they're going for some Knights. Kind of maybe move them around a little bit. And didn't knock them down. But they can be discouraged. Okay, they're still kind of bunched up in a nice little pack there, so that's fine. I'm fine with them staying in that course. I want to shut down the Doom Diver catapult, though. That's kind of why I have these guys peeled off to the side. I'm hoping to maybe actually lure some of the enemy force out of the way. Okay. Go get them, boys. See, their bowmen I don't think are close enough to really do anything substantial. Hold back, you can go and attack them. There we go, there's some fights. Boom! Those Knights of the Realm should have enough time to counteract. Okay, they're kind of peeling off, that's good. So we get ready to focus fire some of these guys, if we can. Some of them are peeling off. Actually, some of them are turning around. So actually, a couple... they're turning back, damn. I was going to say, getting a couple shots in the side there wouldn't be sucky. Let's go ahead and... Who's firing at what? You're firing there. I'm saying you... They have the angle. I'll fire there. They're coming in. I don't want them to get tied up in that, so... Okay. That's what we're going to do. Do I need to send them both? Maybe not, but, you know, who knows. Alright, back here, so you get them out of that combat. Don't get dragged into that. They are on the side, though. It is something I am worried about. Catapults are firing. Biggest thing I'm just always worried about. Whoosh! Miss. Damn. Okay. Alright, now the ballistas are getting a little too close, so what we're going to start doing is start focus firing some of these shots out in the back. King Lewin. So difficult. Let's see if we pick some of these targets. If we can archer some of these guys, maybe. And then have some of these guys charge in. There are some spears there, so that's not the greatest. Let's actually have you peel off him. Again, just hoping to do some damage, hoping to kind of, you know, maybe dissuade some of these people. Alright, King Ruin. If he can lock down the enemy leader, I think I can get this. Come on, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Whoa! I don't like leaving him from the front lines, but... Oh, nice. Oh, his dude, he's like, oh, Jesus. John just got hit. Okay, the Doom Diver catapult is basically done. He's knocking him around. Let's see here. They're chasing them off the field. Let's get the rest of these Pegasus Knights involved. A rear charge would be nice if I could. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some of these shots, maybe in a little bit of the right areas. Firing at the right place, that's fine. Come on, crack tooth. Why is Luen taking so much damage? Get him, dude. Boom! There's a nice shot. Look how much damage that did. Okay. Definitely need to get some rear charges back here, so... They're kind of keeping some of that, those archers out of the way. Get those fires in the side, come on. That was a nice shot. Alright, good. Coming in with some relief here to help out some of our men. Boom! Just a little bit of a charge. Cycle charging. In and out. King Luen losing, apparently, even though... Yeah, he's losing that fight, apparently. Those extra spearmen, I'm sure, aren't helping. Okay, they're hitting them. not looking great right now. I would like another... They're taking still... The unit losing, it's taking forever for them to beat them. Like... Alright, they're shutting them down. My archers are firing. I mean, they're firing in the right areas. Let's see if we can hit some of these guys in the side. And you maybe also fire here. I want some of those archers coming into the side. See if we can get the side here. Lewin's taking a lot of damage. Come on, I need... How are they having such a hard time fighting this unit of orc boys? Okay. Lewin. Alright. Need to get in here. I need some extra backup. These Pegasus Knights need to retreat back. Even though they're gonna break. Just gonna push these guys if they can. And Lewin's having a hard time fighting these guys. Okay. Go ahead and change the archer's target to maybe shut down some of these flyboy. Oh no, these flyboys. These archers. That front line's holding though. I'm surprised that the front line's been holding so well. Lewin's Lionheart shield is going to pop. Why is he having such a hard time with this? I feel like I've played this fight numerous occasions. I've played a lot of Mortal Empires playthrough, especially with Bretonnia. He's never had such a hard time fighting this guy. Did Uga Cracktooth get a buff? Like, jeez. Pegasus Knights, man, Uga Cracktooth's not in a great position either. I don't know. I might have to pull Lewin out of there. He's just kind of getting shot. Okay, and these guys finally got out of the combat with... Okay, they're getting some health back. Pegasus Knights just trying to kind of mess with these guys a little bit. Where are my other Pegasus Knights? They're in that... I mean, they're fighting Uga Cracktooth, but he's standing his ground really badly. Oh, not Paul, sorry. I want him to just shut down these... some of these archer units, if I could. The front line's not going to hold enough. Okay, I was going to say, may I have the peasant bowmen start to kind of fire into these guys, but I don't know if it'll be enough. Again, there goes Uga Cracktooth. Just holding on. Really keeping pace.
Withdraw! The lion!
Okay.
Knights of the Iron! Charge them! Round the beast! For the king!
Get back in there, find another charge.
King Lewin! Get away!
Man, how is what are my guys doing? You know, I gotta get them out of there. I can't. They're getting tied down in combat with literally nobody, and it's something I don't need that to happen. I think that may have been a bad thing. The front line needs to be reinforced here. It's not the best angle, but I just need to discourage these guys as much as possible. I was gonna say, can they fire some Uga Cracktooth shots off at him? That would be lovely if they could. Maybe he's getting shot at. Warriors are rallying. Okay, get back in there. Oh my god, it's not looking... we're winning, but man, is it looking kind of dire. And I might lose all of my heavy units, like, within the first batch. No, King Lewin. Can you get back in there? Lewin missed? That's interesting. He never usually does that. Yeah, there you go. Now I've got him alone with Lewin. Believably, Lewin, yep, we'll be able to take him out. Okay, now he just has to kill him. If he kills him, we're essentially good.
I am king. At pace.
I don't want to lose Luen.
Orders. Aye.
Now, if they could just finish him off. Making some arrows just to finish this guy off. No? Come on, he's taking so many bullets. Oh my god. I say bullets, but you know what I mean. Arrows. Oh boy. Come on, come on, come on. He just needs to die. Push him, push him, push him. I feel like if he's dead, I'll win. Or we'll, as long as we keep pushing him, we'll get a mass route. What are you doing back there? Come on, guys. Get him! One good charge!
Charge them.
Or, you know, a half-assed one. There you go.
Noble knights.
Okay.
Take the ground.
That'll do it. Yep. And probably like a Pyrrhic victory, or a close victory, or a I can't believe you made it victory. I think my coffee went cold. Yep, Pyrrhic victory. Coffee's still kind of warm. Good. Some of these, 202, 206, 108, 163, the cavalry really did their jobs. They just got bogged down maybe too much, and I should have moved them around a little bit more. But, yeah, wow. A lot of damage there. Bowman didn't do as well as I thought. Well, they got 103.99. It said they only got like 60. I don't know why the numbers were curved there, but alright. The gold sigil sword for King Luen. Alright, we can raise this settlement. Melee attack, melee defense. The golden swords gifts its user with a foresight and speed in combat that no mortal should ever have.
Champion
Okay.
of the lady.
Raised.
Impossible.
Doubt he'll have an army enough to come up and beat me. So that's kind of the turn. And what a turn that was. Ah, getting cold. Coffee. Ah. Alright, Bordello. You moving in to fight Musalan. Like, there's one of the bigger updates is that apparently Bordello is not starting at war with Musalan, which apparently I don't know if that's a balance issue or if that was always something in Warhammer 1. But I found that generally by turn, like, 7 or 8, basically within the first 10 turns, Bordello usually immediately goes to war with Musalan. Like, it does not take long. So, just to have them at war kind of a little bit earlier, I don't know how much of that's going to impact the game, but we'll see. I got some clay going on, so a little bit of extra income there. It's another reason to maybe try and take Marienburg, is their port is very, very powerful. So, okay, let's see here. I need so many more men. Let's go ahead and combine all what's left of these guys. They've seen a lot. I don't know if I can wait super long for some of these turns. Well, let's go ahead. 5. I haven't recruited you guys at all before yet, so let's do 1 more archers. That's 3 archers, gives us 6. Giving me 4 more units. I'm thinking spearmen. 2 of them. That's still only 9? No, that should be enough. Any more might be too much. We'll see. Turns go by and still I'm building my army. Oh shit. Woohoo. Dropping stuff. Alright, again, a bunch of stuff happens. Musalan building up a zombie army, which I will eventually go deal with, but was hard to go deal with if I constantly have orcs coming down from the mountain, which is kind of why I had to get rid of them now. By turn 3, I think I'm in. And hopefully what I would love to do, but it happens so quick, I never have time to kind of counter-react to it, I would love to send King Luen across to Ulthuan and take out like a warring faction with the High Elves and like take that land over there so there's kind of like an off-colony, you know, area. I don't know, it'd just be kind of cool for me, I would just personally think. Let's go ahead and do this. Yeah, these men, I need them all to be back up to fighting shape. Whew. 2 swordsmen. I could have 3 swordsmen, which is, I think, what I'm going to do, just to kind of have more of a front line. Scourge of Cain and Tiranoc are at war. Tiranoc is usually one of the first places to be destroyed, so we'll see. I'm going to try and keep the episode under an hour, if I can, but hopefully, if you know, I get caught in the middle of a fight here. 4 turns. Got a decent amount of money. 1,500. Doesn't really matter unless I have an armory, which costs 4,000. Yep. So I might just upgrade this for now. Just get a little more industry. A little more you know, income, and just maybe make some more stuff so that when I trade with certain factions, say Bordello or Carcassonne, I can maybe get some more money out of them, and they'll more likely to trade with me if I produce more resources innately. Okay, looks like Marienburg's making some movement. They're kind of ganging up here at Marienburg. Be honest, they've left Gorcel completely wide open. If Nordland or Middenland come in, I don't mind. I just don't want Marienburg because I feel they have this like expansionist streak, where they'll like, we'll fight anybody and anything, and we'll take everything we want. So I'm hoping to kind of avoid that through this playthrough, and just scalp them immediately. Okay, now I have a kind of full set standing army here. These horsemen and stuff are not going to be ready to fight these guys initially. However, Gorcel is ripe for the taking. Do I make the bold move of going across to take Gorcel real quick? Ooh, good question. Ha ha ha. I don't really want to build anything else here yet until I get more moolah.
King Lewin Leoncoeur.
How many turns is that for? 2 more turns. Anti-large. It was such a... I have so much anti-large.
The light of the lady.
Okay. I don't know.
Lewin
You know what?
Leoncoeur.
Can he get in the water? He can't. How many? 3 turns? 3 turns? These are 4 turns. I don't want to wait that long.
The lady's chosen.
I feel like I gotta make the call to get out there.
No.
Plus, I don't even know if they have really much of an army to counteract me right now. Just initially. Gorcel could take it. It could be an easy win. Get rid of it real quick. Start producing salt. My men could replenish fairly quickly. We'll have to see. So they're gonna go ahead and... Oh, wait, how did he do that? He doesn't have any men! What? He doesn't have any men. How is he able to colonize there? It's just literally a guy. Whatever. I'll just get rid of him eventually. Defensive alliance? Not yet, because I don't know if I'm quite ready to make that commitment to a super defensive alliance. Maybe if I get, again, maybe if Marienburg was completely off the table and there was some trade going on over here with Midland or Nordland, then maybe, but I'm not sure yet. Okay. Gonna go ahead and do Winter Woe, because I'm not dealing, I don't want to deal with undead quite
I shall
yet.
do what I can. I shall prevail.
Okay, I've moved over here. I don't know how they did that, despite only having,
Not possible.
like, what, 1 extra guy? I don't know how they did that. They must have a ton of money. I need more of that, speaking of which. But if I get locked down Gorcel and Marienburg, that'll get me, I'll have pottery at Coron, I'll have dyes at Marienburg, plus the income coming in from the port, as well as the salt coming in from Gorcel, which is not a bad thing to also have. Looks like he's building up kind of a mega army there to fight me, though, so I gotta be ready for that. Let me attack Gorcel.
You tread upon Bretonnian land. I'll have your
I'll have your will, and I'll have it now. Sure, I'll trade with you, High Elves of Thrace. They're cool. They're cool, the White Lions of Thrace. I was kind of hoping eventually I could have gone over there and taken the White Lions of Thrace's place, because they're kind of like lions, and Luen's kind of also got lions. I don't know. Could have been cool. Okay.
I go hence.
You seek the lady's favor.
Okay. Let's say go ahead, attack Gorcel. Not much of a battle. Let's go ahead and put leadership on that to make that easy. Yeah. So after the inhabitants of Gorcel got slaughtered, I went ahead and garrisoned it. we'll see if the situation comes back to bite me in the butt.
Who calls?
He doesn't really have a lot of fighting. We're gonna do, just to get a little more leadership, because it is useful for Luwen. Oh, does he have 2 level ups? Oh, I'll make him power. I'll make him give him a little bit more armor, too. Because for some reason, he was having a hard time fighting Cracktooth over at, Grunt and Zint. Okay, now I'm taking Gorcel. Wait a turn, build some salt, replenish the army, and then get ready to head back into Marienburg. Hopefully wipe them out, and be done with them. Could I occupy Grunt Zint? Sure. I'm not in a position yet where I want to make those attempts, so I'm being very cautious. Just being careful. There's some of these early turns. Usalad, you stay over there. Okay, Leonis has been destroyed. Again, if these 2 factions are going to get immediately nuked, some of the Bretonnia skill tree might have to be changed around a little bit just to compensate for some of the problems that immediately happen. Okay. Salt. Get some income.
King Luwen.
I get you. 3 more turns. He can kind of get this back up and running. Marienburg has a little bit of an army. We might have to, like, snuff them out or, like,
Tear it down.
just kind of burn them out if we have to.
You ask too much.
And you're not good at your job here, Florence. Okay. Again, don't have a ton of money, so I don't want to, like, commit crazy to anything. Public order's fine. I guess I could put a farm, maybe? Maybe a farm there would be okay, and just kind of maybe build that growth up just a little bit.
This is Bretonnia. I am its king.
Never peace!
You come to Bretonnia, stranger.
I will, only because I just don't want to fight you. Non-aggression pact is fine. Carrick Ziflin are now united against us. Probably against from Marienburg, probably just paid them off. Marienburgites. Paying off. And Musalan? Oh, Marienburg did them both? Are you serious? That's not fair. Come on. Oh, man. I don't know that I can fight both of them. Especially not the dwarves. They've thrown a lot at me already. I'm already at war with 3 other factions that I am nowhere near prepared to be at war with. Ugh. Okay. Alright, I am semi-scared. So the dwarves are up here. And Musalan is literally right there. There's about to be enemies all over the place from Bretonnia.
Do you know who I am? The
Defensive
lords
alliance?
of chivalry demand. I hear you.
That may have... Oh, it's too late now. I should have taken it.
The lords
You
of
can never
chivalry
tell, though.
demand, I hear you.
Dark, I see you are true of heart, noble. Naturally.
Yes, okay, so I could use a little bit of trade. What about you? I got you want to do it yet, but... Yeah, I didn't think so. And they don't like us for... Trespasses against? What? I never trespassed against you. I just can't fight dwarves right now. I don't have enough armor piercing to do anything. Pretty much only these are armor piercing missiles. There's nothing else I really have. Okay, this got real dangerous real quick. Dwarves are right there. I should have done the defensive pact. Eek.
I have seen your heart.
Yeah, I know you
steps are
have.
guided.
We need to team. I need you in my arm. Like, I need whatever I can get at this
I
point.
am the blood of Shield. The lion.
I think I need to give up Gorcel. I'm going to let her on a turn so she can join in and I can retreat, but I think I need to give up Gorcel. I wasn't expecting Marienburg to cheat and just pay Carrick Ziflin and Musalan to immediately be at war with me. Was never the plan. Okay, so maybe I form the defensive alliance right now with Artois, and I see if I can make peace with Marienburg. If not, we will have a problem. At least just peace. And I'll come back and deal with them later. As it stands,
I see
it
much.
will be difficult
My
for me to
lady,
defeat
honor me.
so much of a force on either side of the armies here, and it's going to be a while before Corone can be upgraded.
Strength and honor.
Ugh.
I will see it done.
Did not expect to be here.
Sigmas, deliver your missive and then get from my presence. Yes.
Smart. Computer's smart, not trying to take
Luan
Marienburg out of the
Leonte.
game this early. They're like, oh, he's doing it
King
really
Luan.
quickly. We need to stop him.
King of Bretonnia.
Go ahead and pass another turn. Might end up finishing the episode here, guys. I think it's getting close, or it's been past an hour. I'm just not checking the time realistically, but Marienburg has forestalled their annihilation for an extra turn or two, and I've made peace with them for now, but eventually I'll be heading back down to Marienburg once I maybe take care of the undead and can try and scratch up some sort of peace treaty with the Carrick-Ziflin. I'm just not in a position right now to reliably fight dwarves. I just don't have it. And he's moving in to fight me at Langwill. That won't hold. He'll probably burn it to the ground, or at least take it. Oh, maybe he might be going straight for Corone. He might not be stopping the undead. Past that, yep, you're moving a lot of your dudes around. Slippery slopes we live in, times of slippery times of slopes and slips. You always like, I want to end the episode, but it's like, you know, just one more turn to see where we are
King
officially.
Luan Leonte.
One more
The
turn,
king
just one more turn. Yeah, I don't know if I
stands
can
with
wait that long. He needs to get close. Can he reach? I don't think so. I think if he undoes this, I think he won't make it, because it's 50. It increases it, so I think he's only going to be able to get like maybe here. We'll have to see.
lion.
King Luan making the charge.
Making my way.
His men kind of fully healed. They will be in a couple more turns. Fight's gonna break out. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this and you saw some of the combat here going on, and hopefully you'll tune back in for the fight on all sides for Bretonnia. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe this is difficult. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I've been IronObie, and hopefully I'll see you in part 2. Alright, have a good day.